folks, this is Rocky Red Panda. It is Wednesday here at P&D Studios, which means it's time for another food review. That's right. So this week, we're going to be talking about one of two places. Yes, it's going to be a duo, but they're next door to each other, and I call this the full experience, that you try both all in one visit. So we're going to be talking about Hotpot Hero. This is their Gaithersburg location. I keep saying Germantown, but it's Gaithersburg location. And next door, Bengang's Tea. That's right. So Hotpot Hero is actually a chain. It's two locations. Its original location I've been to so many times. It's located in Ellicott City. Now, Bengang's Tea, this was the first time I've ever been to it, but from what I've seen people do while eating Hotpot, is they go and buy tea, and they bring it with them to the table, drink their tea while they're eating their Hotpot. So I call it the full Hotpot experience. Now, don't take my word for it, folks. Check out this video. So let's talk about Hotpot Hero. So Hotpot Hero is Chinese hot pot, or shabu shabu. Now, what is Chinese hot pot / shabu shabu? Well, being from Taiwan, it reminds you of being back home. So hot pot is a giant pot. You put it over an open fire. You add broth, which then you cook your meat and your vegetables in. That's simply put. And then you can get dipping sauce on the side if you wish. That is what you call Chinese hot pot. Now, going to Hotpot Hero is kind of like me going back to Taiwan, because I absolutely love Hotpot Hero. I've had it many times. Hot pot, that is, when I go back to Taiwan. Now, one of my favorites I've ever had was when I was in Taiwan one time. We took kind of like a tour of a cattle ranch, or what you call a dairy, is what you call it. They made it out to be like a big thing, like it's a big thing in Taiwan. It's like, woo, dairy. But they actually served hot pot using their own milk they make from the dairy, which is pretty cool. So hot milk, you dip in your vegetables, and you eat it with the broth. My goodness, that was delicious. I tried making it at home. And I still think it's good. I thought it was absolutely great. Now, I didn't know at that time that Hotpot Hero existed till many, many years later. And Hotpot Hero is now born. So, with the Hotpot Hero experience, there is plenty of parking when you get there. So don't worry about parking, handicap accessible. That's perfectly fine. So, once you arrive there, you're going to enter through the building. Your waiter will greet you and sit you down at the table. The first thing you're going to notice is, of course, the open fire pit there. Electric, of course. Actually, no, it's a gas range, which then the hot pot itself is put on top. The first thing you'll do is you'll order your broths. There's many different kind of broths that you can order, but I actually got the bone broth, which is made from pork broth, and an herb and spice broth. We kind of did the split. You can get one, or you can get duo, and it was absolutely delicious. Both of them were just perfectly fine. Then they hand you an iPad. On the iPad, they have a menu of many things you can check off. Now, I'll let you know, guys, this is all you can eat, so that is pretty cool. You check off the vegetables, you check off the meat, any sides, or anything that you want with your meal. Now, keep in mind that this is all you can eat, so you can only order 12 items per round. So we got a mixture of 3 meats, some vegetables, and some seafood. I think 3, 6, we got about 8 different things. So they bring it out to the table, but while you wait for your meats and vegetables to come to the table, off to the back, they have what you call a sauce bar. That's where you can make your own sauce to dip your meats and vegetables in. And of course, my go-to sauce on there is a mixture of the peanut sauce, hoisin, and soy all mixed together. It gives this sweet and sour taste, which I absolutely love. So the meats and vegetables come to the table. They're going to recommend that you cook the vegetables first, which I did. You cook the vegetables, then you add your meat, and you serve it up, boosh, 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 let it cook, and then you take the tongs, they come, you have tongs and spoons, and you can pick out your meat and your vegetables and eat it with the sauce with a little broth. It's just absolutely delicious. I absolutely love it. Now the atmosphere of this location is decorated in what I call this modern Chinese vibe, or Oriental vibe. Because when you walk in, there's red everywhere. Every table is adorned with beautifully lovely red Chinese lamps, which are absolutely gorgeous. And the seats are made to look like you're sitting in a Chinese restaurant, a modern Chinese restaurant. It's pretty cool, like something you would see out of a movie, or the Flower Drum song. I thought it was great. I've never been to this location, but it is absolutely great. The wait staff, they're very attentive, and of course, when you run out of broth, they'll come by and they'll ask if you want more, and you'll pour more broth into your pot itself. Prices are reasonable. You're looking at between $19 to $25 to $26 per person, but again, it's all you can eat, and you do get the full experience. They do have drinks on the menu, but also keep in mind they have no dessert. So for the Hotpot Hero experience, I'm going to give this whole rating because I absolutely love it. It reminds me of home, with the meat, the service, the food being authentic, the sauces, the taste, the flavor, location. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. An easy 10 out of 10. Because there's no other place around this area just like it. And it is absolutely done right. Now moving on to next door. There's a place called Bengang's Tea. It's actually like Kung Fu tea down the road, but Bengang's Tea is a Chinese tea place. They are famous for serving milk tea. They have hot teas, unsweetened teas, cheese slushies. That does not sound appetizing to me. And of course, you do have your boba teas. But when I was there with my mother, because I went with my parents this trip, she got the oolong tea. She wanted hot, and I got the oolong tea with lemon, and of course a little bit of milk in it. So did my mother. Instead of cream, we got milk. So the teas were absolutely delicious. The thing that I like about Bengang tea is they actually serve them in a plastic reusable cup with a cool little lid that you can take a straw and go right down into the milk, and the tea I should say, and you can drink it. It's absolutely delicious. Prices range between $6 to $7, so they're reasonably priced. Now for the Bengang tea experience, I'm going to give that one an 8 out of 10. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I still like my Kung Fu tea, but the Bengang tea is pretty good. When you combine it with the Hotpot Hero, you get that full hot pot experience here in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Now, next time you are in Gettysburg, or you come to this area, or you live in Germantown, Maryland, Pennsylvania, wherever you live, and you want to try something unique, try something different. Try Hotpot Hero in either Gaithersburg or the original location at Ellicott City, and definitely try out Bengang tea because that is absolutely delicious. Now, I want to hear your experience with Hotpot Hero or Bengang tea. Leave it in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe, folks. Like and subscribe for more awesome videos from P&D Studios. So this is Rocky Red Panda signing out for this week's food review. And I will catch you next week, folks. So happy eats. Take care.